Are you tired of biased news that insults your intelligence and doesn't give you critical thinking information? Then like and subscribe to Melanated Media News, the #1 source for independent thinkers news.
You shouldn't have to put up with white supremacy. You know, I don't. That's a. I really think that that's the type of generational situation that hopefully in time, I think our generation is probably the last generation that'll have to deal with that kind of shit. At least I hope. You know, at least here. Let's say here. You know, I mean, and my biggest problem here is we have a black mayor that doesn't give a shit about the black people. He doesn't care. They all become.
Why do you say that?
Because what's that dude doing over here, man? How's he helping out? He's not. The only reason this road out here is getting redone at all is because of that freeway. That's the only reason.
So, but okay, when we
you see any of the side streets getting redone? You see anyone's houses? You see they don't care about anything over here, man. They're literally letting everything over here rot so they can buy everything for pennies and sell it off to contractors and move everyone out. And that's what's going on over here. And they're doing it on purpose. It's literally controlled demolition on a slow level. Like, they couldn't come in here with bulldozers and take down everyone, because it'd be international news. But they could let everything rot and then just take it.
So when we say politicians aren't doing what they're supposed to do, they're just putting money in their pockets, we're saying there's a purposeful neglect for the community.
For sure. For sure. I have no doubt about that at all, man. I think things would be different. You see Tremont? You see Ohio City? You see Collinwood? Mm-hmm. You know why they're nice now?
Yeah.
Why do you think they're nice now? Yeah. White people live there. So it's like, that's the whole, like, this area is no different than any of those areas, but they're not investing money over here. Why? And to me, I don't understand why we just keep letting it go. I mean, at least I see a sign that that's going on now. You know, the last time this shit went on is the 60s. And then they fed everyone a bunch of drugs and wiped that shit out. And then you got 30 years of the most conservative period in American history after that. That's why I tried to, you know, and I tried to do my best to try to create something where we can actually feed people, we can actually train people, we can actually, like, one of my main concepts for over here is I'd like to get some of the homeless, the indigent, scrappers, and all those dudes and train them in old world building techniques and literally confiscate some of these houses that the cities let rot, fix them up, and give people homes so that people own their own home. Because I think a lot of the problems over here is there's nothing to take pride in, because no one's able to own anything. And even, like, you know, that might be your apartment, and you should be able to feel at home in your apartment, but not with CMHA, not with them coming down and cracking you. You can't even walk to the store, you can't do whatever without being stopped and bothered, and you can't say shit about it because you live on their property. And so that to me isn't freedom. You know, that's just a different form of slavery as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. 13.
Interesting.
Hillary Clinton and, I mean,
you want to talk
that's
about,
a whole nother.
You want to talk about the devil. You know,
okay, go ahead.
Those to me, all that shit's the devil. Like, if you want to really know, like, evil, true personified evil, president, her, anyone who's utilizing anything to try to turn this, because it's not about people anymore. Like, now instead of, they're done trying to enslave us, now they're trying to enslave India, Mexico, everywhere else. You know, it's just colonialism all over again. But, you know, it's different, because now it's a one world order. So everyone's in cahoots now to, like, fuck everyone over. And so we're all just like, that's the whole thing with me. I think we're all just slaves now. I think they got us on lockdown. If you fuck around too much, the National Guard comes in, you know. So you can't even really make a change. Like, if you want to talk about, like, the Tea Party and all those things, you could never do that shit again. The army would be that. You have raptors all over, you know, just taking everything out. And then that just makes it easier for them. That's why, like, you know, there's real, like, by any means necessary, once again, with Malcolm, man, you know, and I'm a firm believer. And I really don't have any problem at all with violence being utilized to get to a better place, but it's the wrong answer. It's been shown millions of times throughout history that that doesn't work, or else you and I wouldn't be having this conversation right now if it worked. You know, we wouldn't be talking about what's wrong. We would be talking about what's right. You know, and I think really that's a lot. I think that's really where it has to start. Is like what's right, and how can we make that better, and then I think maybe worry about what's wrong after the fact. You know, but there's certain things that you cannot delay. There's certain things going on that like these I mean, my main thing, people always fuck with me about it, but like these corner stores over here, all these people are on stamps, they're all on like fixed income, and then you got these dudes over here charging double for everything. Now, price gouging is illegal.
It's not even healthy food.
Dude, there's nothing. There's no fruit, there's no vegetables, there's nothing. You know, it's garbage. It's all garbage. I'm doing a parking lot over here. This building's super instrumental to civil rights. It's super instrumental. Mr. Wills had an amazing vision for this neighborhood, you know? And if anything, I'd just like to continue his vision and try to make it better for people. And so I think if anything, the one way I really fucked up is I should have included the neighborhood more. I should have gotten together with the people more, but people have to see my perspective that every time I leave, someone was breaking into my building and taking all the pipes, taking all the water, dumping my radiators out, and I know that the neighbors heard it. I know they heard that shit going on. They knew I owned the building. They knew I was trying to fix it. And no one said shit to me, and it made me salty, man. It made me mad that no one cared about the building. And I was like, it made me feel like I was the only one, honestly. And so it made me shut down and kind of just keep to myself more than I might have otherwise. I think if people were more positive, and that's not saying people are not positive, because that's not saying people aren't positive, because, you know, people come through here all the time and ask me what I'm going to do. They've offered help, you know, and a lot of the time I'm like, hey, I don't have any money, you know, and because I think they're going to come and ask me for money. But I would say at minimum 60% of the time, man, people aren't interested in money. They're interested in making it nice. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. And I mean, the main reason why this place isn't wide open right now for everyone in the community to come tramping through is because you were in there, man. I want it to be nice. I want it to be pretty. I don't want people to have to see it in its current state, that someone else, like, this was left to me like this. It's not gotten any worse. It's gotten better since I've been here. But one man redoing a 50,000 square foot house.
What would be the cost to renovate just the inside?
Yeah, I mean, that depends. Are you talking about a contractor, or are you talking about people who know what they're doing? You know, a contractor would come in here, they told me $300,000 to $500,000. I think it can be done. I think if I had 50 grand in my pocket, I could get it done. But that's only because I know people and I'm wily. You know, I can go over to the scrapyard and I can go buy wire for pennies on the dollar instead of going to Home Depot. I can go and, you know, I have roofing materials. I have a bunch of friends that do auctions. I have a bunch of, you know, and so when you talk about how there's no food and no whatever, I'd love to put a holistic restaurant in here where not only did you have all organic food and then you had like proper vegetarian cuisine, if not vegan, that you also sell herbal drinks and you sell concoctions where you don't have to go to the doctor. If you have a problem, like some kind of holistic issue, you know, you can come in and you can get some help in the neighborhood instead of doing whatever. Like I think most medicine's poison anyway.
And any last words?
I don't know. I guess I'm easy enough to find if anyone wants to hit me up and they got any other questions.